What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at 85 Jota. We will be using his one to watch, which is exactly the same as his centre forward. Obviously we will just quickly show you the centre forward. So in terms of pricing, I think Footbin has got him coming in at about 200k, which is a hell of a lot for this card, but I'm interested to see what it's all about. So obviously the last card we got was an 83 team at a group stage. We now have a 200k Jota in form, 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills. I'm pretty sure, yeah, every single stat is exactly the same. The only difference you've got in terms of the one to watch, and obviously this one, is the fact that this one is a centre forward, which, to be honest, it has its perks. Normally I do like to have a kind of narrow formation, so obviously going into the left and right wings, it is annoying because I don't really play like that, but he will be coming into the centre again. I'm debating whether to put him as a left cam or left wing, really, or a striker slash cam. I feel like I'll probably go with the left cam to start with, then maybe even try him up front. I really enjoyed him last time in the team at a group stage, being up front, because he just worked really well with it. Obviously, the chem star we're going to be picking will be Hunter. That will get him 96 pace, 91 shooting, and should be absolutely fantastic. It will 99 acceleration, 94 sprint speed, 94 positioning, finishing, and shot power. Already on top of him, 92 aggression, stamina 85, it's good enough, great agility balance, good composure, ball control, dribbling and reactions, and then passing at 81 and 77 really isn't that bad. So I'm interested to see what it's all about. Obviously solid player, and that is it in terms of traits, and he just looks a well-rounded card. Obviously the skill moves in the weak foot is a nice little bonus, and he is a high work rate. So let's jump straight into it, see what Jota can do. Into Jota, gonna have that pace. Goes with the shot. Areola saving it this time. Probably could have gone a bit more forward, but I felt like the defender was going to be on his tail and he wasn't enough to get around him, as we nearly get that interception to Kaliba. Into Jota again. We've got Mane on the ring. Lovely. Heel to heel. It's a great tackle. He does feel very agile on the ball. Feels very nice and very responsive. Still kind of getting used to him because obviously he's a brand new player in terms of being used. Like, I have literally not used him since the 83 for the last review, and I thought, you know what, it's interesting to see what this card does, because obviously I believe he was an objective card right at the start of the game, so it's interesting just to see if he is somewhat usable, because I feel like a lot of people would have done him just for the fact that there was very few cards out there, and especially very few cards out there for free. So he was an easy dub straight off the bat, really. Jota with the 1-2. Kaliba's coming in. There it is. I think he might just be offside on that one. Oh, literally, probably inches at the very least there. Jota. Get a finesse on the inside. Go with the finesse, and that's a wonderful finish from him. Beautiful, lovely play. Finds it all the way to Jota, and he manages to bag his own one. Down the wing with Jota, can he make it? First time ball into Mane, that's a cracking ball. Unfortunately, Areola is well aware of where he's going there. Into Jota. Keeps the ball away from Varane. Jota with a very important tackle. Manages to go down the wing. What can we see from him? And just go in with the Figo. It's lovely. And again, find him on the edge. Oh, his strength does let him down. That's a nasty challenge, but his strength definitely lets him down to some extent. Into Jota. I feel like this guy's going to make him really work, and the difference as well with doing like the 85 review now, he's going to go across goal, maybe not. The difference in doing, like, for instance, the 85 Jota versus now the 83 that we did prior is people's teams are way more advanced than what they were when that 83 came out. Obviously that was a fair few months ago. Jota's going to be offside there. But in terms of when the difference is when it came out, everybody's teams are well advanced in comparison to a Jota 85 now. Going to find that back post though. That's got to be a Courtois has been absolutely phenomenal. I forgot how good that card is. We've been using Oblak for quite some time, so it's kind of just been like a kind of hold back on Courtois, and I don't see him as much as I really think I should. But back to the point with Jota, I feel like not necessarily he's out of the game or unusable, but I feel like, oh wow, what was that? In comparison to how he was last time, I remember he was absolutely brilliant on this 83, because the teams you were coming up against were nowhere near the level of they are now. Like, prime moments are out, primes was out. I feel like this was when base icons were still out, so the level in kind of players was so lower than they are now, than they were compared to now. Jota with an interception. De Bruyne finding him through. Going to find Mane. He's going to try and find Jota through, but he's just not managing to get past the defenders as much as I wanted him to there. See Jota out wide. Gets the chest. Comes across. And again. Oh, Varane is just far too big to get round with them 3 attacks. We do see him. Get a little Berber. Varane is a fantastic centre-back, honestly. Matthias picking up that interception again, but not managing to do anything. Essien to De Bruyne to Mane. Go with the finesse. Courtois has been on form today, so that's not going to beat him by any means. Back into him. Going to see what we can do. Jump past him one more. Into De Bruyne. One into Mane, and it's just lost. Jota with a fantastic ball over to Figo there. Going to find him again. He's not going to manage. Jota, Mane, back into Jota. Varane's chasing. We've absolutely done him a business, and it's a lovely finesse from Jota to finish off finally. Jota, and another goal straight off the bat. Into Jota again. Can he make it a hat-trick? Oh, referee, that's got to be a penalty. How is that not? That was Jota's hat-trick right there. Jota doing it down a wing to Figo. What can we find from him? We see Mane sitting on the edge. Unfortunately, we can't pick him up. Into Jota. Searching for that hat-trick. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's off the line. So going into the overall for Jota then. I think he's a good player. Like, he is a good player. We obviously use this version, which, like you can see, exactly the same stats. The only difference is the position change. Literally nothing else changes in terms of stats or any, like, high attacking work rate, medium, or the 4-star, 5-star. The only difference is this one, I believe, was an objective in one of the first weeks of FIFA, which is absolutely fantastic, because now we've got him as an 85. I think he was like, what, an 81, 82 when we got him. So it's nice that he is now finally getting upgrades into the team. He's not really he's usable, but not necessarily foot champs. I feel like he is still below the curve. Obviously, if you do whack a hunter on him, he has got a lot of pace. That is one thing that he did have. Strength-wise, wasn't fantastic. I did notice him getting knocked off the ball far too many times, so that is why personally I would prefer him out on the wing more than in front of the goal, just because I feel like the strength part of things, even though I have strikers like Mane, who's someone who necessarily doesn't have that amazing amount of strength, still manages to pull it off. Jota was much better on that left wing side more than actually up front, in my opinion. His shooting was decent, dribbling was lovely. Obviously he does have the 5-star weak foot, which I was very happy about, and he is relatively new to the team of Liverpool. Obviously this year he managed to get in there, and he's already on his technical 3rd special card, which is always fantastic, and hopefully we do see a continuation of that. Obviously the one to watch is only affected from man of the matches, team of the weeks, team of the group stages, or I think that's it, or informs, yeah, so team of the weeks. I think that's it. The player of the month, freeze, foot birthday, anything like that does not count towards his rating. So we're looking for informs or man of the matches in the Champions League, or even international man of the matches, but I think they have kind of stopped that now, and it doesn't really happen during the game cycle anyway, or at least when anyone matters. So hopefully we do see more from him. Obviously an 85 is fantastic now. I feel like he can be used in mainly more Premier League setups or any sort of objectives. A nice player to get as an 85 in managerial masterpiece if you are looking to kind of put people in who are of a lower rated. In terms of what you can do with him, Pace and shooting is fantastic. Dribbling is quite nice. I did like the left stick on him. Personally, I felt like the strength did let him down, going past people like Varane. And obviously, I think the second guy had a pretty solid team. Neymar, Mbappe, the works. A couple of icons. You can just name them. You can see them. If I told you pick a meta squad, that's predominantly what he's coming up against. Overall, I think he's good, just not quite. He's not quite there yet. I feel like an 86, more like 87, 88, and then would be looking at actually potential starting team in terms of if your team isn't quite icon level. Like if your team's not prime moments everywhere, then you could definitely put him in somewhere. Other than that, I feel like he's, for me, probably like an 8.5, I would say. I wouldn't really go too much higher than that. I'd probably even potentially go lower if I wasn't being generous. I'm giving him an 8.5. Let me know down below what you think about Jota, and did you get him in your red picks? Let me know who you got. Make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.